Hello everybody, my name is Solo, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a game called Anime Run Kingdom. I really wish they would just call it Anime Run because when you hear the word kingdom, especially in the terms of Roblox, you think it's just a beat 'em up type like game where you're walking around basically doing bandit beating. But that's not what this game is like actually. So this is a game that reminds me a little bit of whatchamacallit, Raid Shadow Legends. And I'll show you what I mean in a second here. There's also apparently a battle pass, which I'm hoping, oh no. Yeah, see, this is what I was worried about. If they are gonna make it like that, I was hoping they wouldn't make it where it's like overbearingly feeling like it's like pay to win. So there is skins and stuff like that. There's Eminence and Shadow. There is a release 1.0 with the Shadow Garden update and the Shadow event, which is this, which has rarities of like what can drop and stuff like that, which I don't think we're going to be doing quite yet. But there's also a bunch of other stuff that we can talk about. So firstly, let's go to Summon and we'll talk about the game a little bit more. So basically what it is you make a team that will be running. So for example, I have this Broly who is power 2410, and it talks about like what he does. So Blaster Meteor, which I really wish this like little bar thing was a bit better. So it says apply shield to all other units based on 30% of your defense when using this skill. And then it hits damage per hit 140% plus whatever you have. And then of course other units have different ones, like single hit damage, damage per tick, single hit damage. You get the drill. Right, that's your like main thing. There are some other things like evos, for example, which I don't know why some of these look absolutely bad. When you click into them, they look a lot better. But there are evos in the game. It just requires you to get the base unit, which is usually, it looks like an epic. So yeah, there's also these ones which require, I believe these are the battle pass units. There's also Luffy, Goku, Angel, who I believe is also a rare, I'm guessing based off of that. I'm not too sure if he's a rare or not. There's also skins which you can summon for. I'm not sure why you would use them, but I digress. There's traits, like always. The index is here. There's a lot of different things, including apparently some bad traits, which I think is dumb. But yeah, these, like their supporter unit can no longer attack, but both all of team stats, explosive attacks and skills deal extra AoE damage based off 50% damage. And then there's Destined, transcend the unit into realm of their own with light drawback. Yeah. So most of the time you're gonna get really like just nuanced things out of those. So yeah, it's got its own rolling, it's got its own raids, which we'll go over here and look at. I don't know if these are actually fully in the game yet, but there is a raid shop which can give you full power Frieza and stuff like that, which I'm guessing is required. Yeah, and then you have to be level 15 to actually do raids, which is fine. You're not usually gonna come in and immediately challenge a raid. There's also crafting over here towards the play area, which I'm guessing, yeah, those are for stones and runes, which I'm not exactly sure what runes do yet. There's also a dungeon, which is right here, which gives you just a bunch of rewards, requires level 20. There's challenges, which gives you different things, rainbow essence orbs, equipments, currencies, which there's a lot of stuff you can equip to a unit. So if I hit Broly, right, and I hit like artifacts, You can put stuff on Broly. You can also ascend. If you get extra Brolys, you can give them stars, which is where I start having a little bit of issues with how these go, because when they usually start having an ascend system, like Cough Cough, SpongeBob Tower Defense, it's usually when they start having a lot of pay to win stuff. But so far, I have seen like this stuff where it's like, oh, battle pass, oh, display whole team, but it doesn't seem as bad as I would think. Like mythic soul stones aren't bad. Seems very less what you would think, but yeah, we're gonna like the game and join the group, and then we'll come back. Okay, we're back here, so we should be able to claim this. Okay, so we have a bunch of gems, so of course we're gonna summon. Now I believe it tells people if you get a mythic, so we'll see how well our luck is with summoning. So there is a VIP banner, which I don't think I can summon on. There's the standard banner, and then the premium banner, which premium banner has a lot of different things and has 6 times the chance for a mythic, but you have to be level 10. So I guess we'll summon on the regular banner first and see how it goes. This is the animation you get based on like what you get. So there's 1010, there is Zora, which by the way, a lot of these start out looking really bad and then they load in like that. So like you'll see them and then they'll load in and then they'll look perfectly fine. And we got nice. So not too bad. As you can see, we got a bunch of dupes, so it's literally just, oh, we got 2 different versions of her. But yeah, so we got dupes. So now that we have dupes, we can go in and be like, oh, hey, I want to take my Naruto and hit ascend. My Naruto is now 1 star. Pretty neat. I'm gonna probably do one more summon just to see if I can get anything. But after this, I think I'm just gonna hit skip. See what we get. Okay, we got a Broly, we got that guy, we got another Vegeta, and a few others. Okay. So yeah, again, you go into any of these. I don't know. I hit team, not units. Go into these again. You can ascend any of them as long as you have enough. Like the Vegeta, I can ascend. Usopp, Rock Lee. So yeah, pretty simple. It does tell you like HP, crit rate, stuff like that. Let's go back to our team setup here. I think I'm gonna take out Luffy and replace him with, okay, he likes being in the front. Why? Oh, because Naruto also is in the front. Okay. Let's go ahead and put him in the front, and then we have that Vegeta we got, so we're gonna put that Vegeta actually next to Goku and keep this Broly in the back, and we'll just rock with that. So I'll show you guys what the gameplay is like, because again, it's a bit different than what you're normally used to. So there's like challenges, raids, you know, your normal stuff. And then if we go into here and we hit stage 2, so we already did stage 1, so we're gonna, there's also rune mode, which is different, but yeah, we're gonna go here and hit start. And again, when they first load in, they're gonna look a bit weird, but then the textures and stuff will load in, which I'm not sure why they don't load in the textures all the time, but yeah, so it starts off like this. And then it sends it, and if you do this, that's a cool animation, not gonna lie. Then you have Goku who can do this. I'm guessing Gallic Gun, yep. And then as soon as we get close enough to any of them, yep, I'm gonna do that. I do another Broly. I like the fact that Broly puts like a shield on teammates. rather than letting them just get hit by everything. That's pretty cool. We're gonna hit Vegeta and Goku again. And then again we have Broly, which, to be fair, some of the Evos seem like they're just made from the like epic characters, not other ones. Okay, so he got immediately taken out, which makes me wonder how everything did. Of course, our Broly was the one who did the most damage. So we hit Lobby. But yeah, honestly, it's not bad. There are a few things to work on. I think number one being the weird texture thing where like when they first load in, or when you first load into the game and look at a character like this, right? And then you have to wait for it to load a texture. I think that's one thing that needs to be like worked on. Also, you can level up characters manually. So for example, if I wanted to, I could level up this Broly quite a bit. So if I do that, boom, he's level 12. There's also artifacts, which I believe you need to open these for. Yeah. So there's gloves, which is skill cooldown and crit rate, and then there's defense percent and skill cooldown, which I think we'll just throw those on Broly. So now he has a little bit of crit rate, and then he also has skill cooldown. And then so there's different sets as well with these, so it looks like it gives him different armor. But yeah, let's run one more and then we'll call it, and then I'll give you guys more of my thoughts about this. So as I'm playing this, like, again, this is coming from someone who's had to literally watch as SpongeBob Tower Defense is literally like basically running themselves into the ground slowly but surely with their new updates and everything, which, by the way, by the time you see this, Karen and those are no longer available like in the game at all, which is sad because that means like people aren't going to be able to get those characters, which I think is stupid. I think that should never be a thing. I think doing that is dumb. But there are people who will still argue to this day in my comment section about how it's necessary or that they think it's a good thing, and it's like, y'all don't realize what pay to win is, do ya? Or if you do, you just don't care. Like, it's as simple as that. I looked at the Reddit for SpongeBob Tower Defense, and there's a few posts that are like, yeah, this is blatantly like pay to win. Like, this is not for players. I definitely think I'm gonna stand by my stance on it too. Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, I was just gonna nuke him with a bunch of damage, which I did. So we got common upgrade stone, and of course we got capsule artifact. Bro, look at that. Look at D like powered up Broly on the left side. That's so funny. That was so funny. If you guys are wondering, I'm recording this at like 1, 2 in the morning just because now that I don't have anything to do tomorrow morning, I can actually do it. I'm guessing, yeah, these are hard mode. But, cool thing is... Oh wait. Yeah, the cool thing is we have a bunch of missions that we did, so we can claim all. My level's only level 1, which kind of sucks. We do have level, like, rewards. But yeah, leveling as like a person kind of just sucks. Meanwhile, leveling units doesn't feel like it's that bad. I'm guessing, yeah, it's limited to VIPs. Let's see if we can get a mythic. So honest thoughts on this, I think this game like has its audience. Like it has an audience that definitely is gonna enjoy it. But there's also a lot of things that they like are definitely gonna need to add before like they I guess take off in a sense. One of the bigger things is just having to like click a lot of buttons when you're playing, right? Because like when you're sitting there having your characters like run, right, a lot of people aren't gonna be probably active playing, which sucks because like I know it sucks because that's one of those things where you kind of just wish people would be able to active play, but there's a lot of people who are probably gonna try to just AFK it. And so I think definitely adding some sort of way to auto use skills is probably going to be a big thing that people are going to request. There's also a currency shop that sells like actual XP stars, which is funny because I think I can buy like all of them. But yeah, that's one of the bigger things I think a lot of people would appreciate, I suppose, is just being able to buy, not being able to buy, being able to like auto. Ooh, okay, I got a mythic. Sweet. So we got Aqua. Bam. So she's a healing unit. Oh yeah, you can upgrade like skills if you get runes. So that's why you need runes. So runes are used to upgrade a character's skill depending on which, like what skill it is. We're gonna go ahead and level her up a bit. Bam. Now also we can go into, I believe, the currency shop, and it also sells runes depending on like what you want. But I'm pretty sure there's also runes in the actual like games. But yeah, I definitely think just dealing with like model stuff, dealing with like how things look, I think they'll do a lot better, and I think as it goes on it'll do a lot better. But I actually enjoy this. It has multiple different things, like I guess details to it. It feels a lot more like Raid Shadow Legends. If Raid Shadow Legends didn't, you know, feel like I was getting punched in the face every time I play it, because they just casually don't like to give me anything in that game. Like I swear, like they have something on my Raid Shadow Legends that's just like, yeah, don't give this guy anything, nothing whatsoever. If he asks for anything, don't give it to him. Like, that's just me. Anyway, yeah, if you guys liked the video, as always, hit the like button, comment down below what do you guys think about this game. I think it's neat. I think it's a bit different than some of the other ones I've seen, because it's not just your tower defense game, right? But yeah, let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on post notifications so then you guys never miss a video. And as always, I hope you guys have a good day. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.